question everything. So they talk about, crime in our community, but they don't want to do nothing about the poverty that the community is wrapped around that fuel this crime, this injustice. They don't want to talk about the promotion of crime through their gangster rap and their movies that they portray us as pimps, hoes, drug dealers, and everything else. That these actors, that they're colonizers, that is actually giving these contracts out and paying these people to promote this in our community. Because that's who's doing it. It's not our culture. It's the colonizers who have the resources that are paying the actors and the rappers to promote this in our community. And they picking low lives and people with low morals and impoverished people and dangling a bag in front of their face in order for them to get them to promote this negativity to our community. And that's what they're doing. Coming to get people that have nothing and saying, hey, look at this carrot. I'll give you this shiny gold carrot if you talk about drug dealing and hate and destruction of your own people. I'll take you out the community and feed you and make your life great if you help us destroy all the rest of the people's lives in your community by pushing all this hate and death culture on them. And that's what these chucking and jiving and cooning brothers and sisters are doing. That's why our communities look the way they look. Not to mention from all the destruction that the system of the United States and federal and white militias and KKK and many other different things have come to our community and destroyed all our businesses. And then, in turn a blind eye to this injustice as the United States government and not give our people reparations. This is why our community looks the way they look. This is why our babies are the way they are, and our teenagers are the way they are, and our young adults are the way they are. Because it's being promoted by the colonizers through behind the scenes, behind the curtains. Here, take this bag, take this carrot in order to push this type of rhetoric on your community. And it's sad that we got, the house brothers and sisters that's willing to take this bag to destroy their own selves, their own population. Because that's what's happening. Remember, I'm right here. I only can hear and see what is being promoted. And you got some rappers like Ice Cube and LL Cool J said they no longer sign contracts that, lower or have to rap about destruction when it comes to selling drugs and all that stuff that leads their people to prison. These are them talking about it. They got the bag for it. Remember, they the ones that's up there on screen TV, letting you know that's what they did in order to get paid. They was willing to take a bag to help send your baby to prison, to help destroy your communities, to help stop your block parties and bring drive-by shootings to your block parties with your babies and your grandparents out there. Stop the cookouts by showing movies and Boys in the Hoods and all this stuff, New Jack Cities, and acting in all these different movies to bring destruction to your communities. They put that promotion and those programs out there in the children's head to order to allow to push that rhetoric into our community and society by taking the bag from the colonizers who wanted them to promote these type of destructions to our community. And this is what we have today. And this is what our children play on today, idolizing these dudes because they're the ones that look like they got all the money, they got all the resources. So now they want to mimic and be like them, and what they're telling them to do, to break the law, to be destructive, to destroy your environment, to keep your community, under constant criminality. And that's what's happening. And in turn, we get what we got in our communities based off of it. But the moment we ask for reparations, which is owed to our people, to be able to restore ourselves into some type of productive way of living, to bring economic growth to our communities, to try to uplift and beautify our communities through resources, to be able to see things in a better light, to bring more opportunity to our communities. The government says, no, we don't got no reparations for you. We're going to give money to Ukraine in the billions of dollars. We're going to fund wars in Israel to the billions of dollars. We're going to bring in illegal immigrants and get them grants and economic floor over you and stability over you, and let them control and maintain businesses in your community. But your skin color ain't good enough for us to deal with y'all in no form and fashion when it comes to justice here in America. So we're not going to give you justice. We're not going to give you reparations. We're going to deny you the opportunity to better yourselves in the sense of what we have done to y'all by restoring your communities and bringing back black-owned businesses and uplifting your community. We are not going to do that. And who's saying that to you? Colonizers that don't look like you. And then they go out and they get the coons chucking and jiving, house brothers and sisters that they done broke psychologically, mentally, and spiritually to side with them. And at the same time, pay them to say, we don't need reparations. We don't want reparations, right? Obama and many others, Kamala Harris and all you traitors. We can't really call y'all traitors. Y'all ain't even Aboriginal Negroes of America. Y'all implants that look like us, and they do that a lot too. They'll go get the complexion of us and sell them to us as if they're our own people, when all skin folks ain't kin folks. That's just the reality to it. And they'll use these people to manipulate our people to destruction, and that's what it is. At the same time, while Kamala Harris is living in a nice $1 million mansion and Obama living in a nice $1 million mansion, they'll turn around and deny your babies reparations that'll help your babies be a little more uplifted in the communities that they got us in ghettos, hoods, and slums. Go figure, right? But this is what you're dealing with. And still, you're not outraged at. You're not at a point to where you're not ready to get boots on ground and advocate for your justice, which is reparations. Reparations will bring you your own hospitals. Reparations will bring you your own banks. Reparations will bring you your own school with your own school curriculum and programs. Reparations will bring you your own police departments to be able to police your own selves. Reparations will get all the potholes and all the broken down streets and all the abandoned buildings and abandoned businesses in your community uplifted. Reparations will bring land back to your people. Reparations will give you your own authority to be your own nation here in America. And you're not advocating for just that. You don't need nothing else. What else would you need if you got reparations other than the ability to support your own nation? I don't get it. I don't understand why would you even go out to vote for any of these colonizers that don't promote or push the fact that this is the narrative of where we need to be at, and that's liberation through reparations. That's just it. If you're not with that, then who are you? What are you? Are you really Aboriginal Negro? Are you really what they call a melanated person or a black person? Who are you? Where do you stand when it comes to getting your people real justice that is owed to them in the trillions, if not way more than the trillions of dollars? They probably don't even got a name for it. That's how much they owe us and how much destruction they have brought to us and still bringing to us. They got millions of our Aboriginal men in prison. Why? Because we are the backbone and the foundation and the strength of our people and our nation. And if you can separate a nation from their men, their warriors, then you can destroy a nation of people. And you think that's not a part of why they locking us up through a mass genocide and Holocaust of locking you up? Yeah, it gets real. It gets real. It's not, you just don't have to delete a person off the planet. You can delete them to a building called prison and you will never see them again. These are systematic tricks and traps that they have for our nation right here in America, destroying us right in our eyes, right in front of our face, and we're not understanding it. We're not getting it. We run around here blaming ourselves because we're still under our oppressors and being controlled and manipulated by our oppressors to this day. And in turn, you blaming yourself for being oppressed. What kind of nonsense is that? What kind of mindset is that? What have they done to our people? Where is the movement at? Is it destroyed within ourselves? Did they crush our movement to want to unite and fight for liberation that we deserve and that we need in order for us to be our own people? What are we doing? Have we given up the struggle? Because I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. But that is the question. You let me know. Peace, peace.